Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. We're going to give Quick Draft March of the Machine a try. Um, this is going to be a slower draft even than my typical drafts because I'm not familiar with the format. I've watched some videos, I read a quick guide, but I'm going to have to be reading a lot of the cards as we draft. And I'll be consulting with draft guides. Hopefully I read some stuff, but I might as well spend the gold, right? I do have a what is it? Untapped. I think it's Untapped is providing me an overlay here. You guys can't see it, but it says like, oh, this card's a 4.0 out of 5. Also, I recognize this card and know it to be good. I've seen people play this, and I know it's a good card, so I'm probably just taking it here. But if there's some like confusion with what the overlay says, I do have some websites open that I'll go consult. So Zephyr Singer, it's 4 mana 3/4 flyer with vigilance, but which is already I think solid. But what really makes it stand out is Convoke. That's one of the mechanics that this set revisits. You can see from the pop up here. If you basically every mana in the cost of casting a spell with Convoke. Are there abilities with Convoke? I don't know. Not any I'm aware of. But anyway, every mana in Convoke you can pay either normally with mana or by tapping a creature, and it pays for 1 mana of its color. So you can cast this for 0 if you can tap 4 creatures. And if you do, they all become flying creatures as well. Incredible, right? You have to be able to go wide for that to work, but okay, in a deck with a big Convoke All-Star, you might try to go wide. Gift of Completion. You do just pronounce this completion, right? I've heard people say completion, and I don't know if that's a joke or them being wrong or if that's actually how you're supposed to say it. It is a real word, I believe. Just dictionary just says complete. Having all necessary or desired elements or skills. But in Magic the Gathering mythology, I guess it's something to do with Phyrexians taking you over. Wow, there's also an Herbology Instructor. This is another card I recognize as very good. So that's one thing about this format. From what I've seen, there are a ton of cards that seem like very strong. And usually when like one card does something unbelievable in a format, it's like, whoever drafts the biggest bomb wins, right? Kind of like Crimson Vow, where like there are rares that just win the game immediately. So I was and still am a little bit worried that March of the Machine might be a format where like whoever has the best bomb wins. But it seems like every deck has like 5 of them. They're all insane cards to be drafted. So I'm thinking maybe it's just a higher power format. And you get to, you have a slugfest where you're both just dropping incredible cards. Anyway, so this is like a 2 mana 1/3 EDB gain 3 life. It's whatever, right? A pretty bad card, in fact, with just the left half. The important part is the flip, where you can pay 6 and I can't even tell what damn color that is supposed to be. Black? How would I know? That's a Phyrexian mana of some... Oh, I see. There's a pop-up. It can be paid with either black or 2 life. Okay. So I think the color symbols for Phyrexian mana is just like... It's tinted the right color. Like there's not... Anyway. So you can pay black or 2 life. So you don't have to be running green-black to play this. It's just good in any green deck if you want to pay 6 and 2 life. And it flips into a 3/3... where target creature an opponent controls gets -0/-X, where X is its power. So it's, often going to be able to remove something, even if you can't put counters on this Herbology Instructor. giving something -3 power can kill, or -3 toughness can kill a lot of things. But often, there's ways to put counters on stuff. And this could kill a really big creature. So that's another possible card we might draft. Oh, battles. So this is another first set in a long time, as far as I'm aware, to add a brand new card type. So battles are these two-sided things where they enter the battlefield as a battle. I mean, okay. I can say that sieges, like a siege is such a card. There's only one subtype of battle right now, but it's not a subtype, it's just a type, right? Maybe, no, I guess that's probably its battle type or something. Anyway, a battle is a permanent type that enters with defense counters. So this has 5 counters on it when it enters the battlefield. And a siege is the only kind of battle that exists today, but maybe there will be other kinds of battles in the future. Your opponent kind of has the job of protecting this, and you can attack this as if it were like one of their planeswalkers or something. If you succeed in dealing a total of 5 damage to it, removing all its defense counters, you get to cast the backside of it for free. In this case, you would get, first it enters the battle. So the battles all do something when they ETB, and then when you flip them, you get something quite strong, typically. So this one does, 4 damage to a battle or opponent and 1 damage to a creature. Kind of like you would need a lot of battles. This is like makes other battles better. But 4 damage can often just open up a battle, so that could be something if you have one. This lets you pop it. Anyway, and on the flip side, it's a 4/4 with prowess. If a non-creature source you control would deal damage to a creature, battle, or opponent, deals 2 extra damage. So, this looks like a red-blue kind of thing. Anyway, I think we're taking... Oh, what is this? Elvish Vatkeeper. I think this is actually one of the top uncommons, right? When it enters the battlefield, incubate 2. So incubate is another one of the set's new mechanics. To incubate is to create an artifact, an incubator artifact, and put some counters on it. You can pay 2 to flip the artifact into a 0/0 creature, which of course keeps the counters. So incubate 2 is like make a 2/2, but you have to pay 2 mana for it. But it also gives you this other ability that you can pay 5 instead of 2 to flip any incubator token. And when you do, you double the number of counters it has. So like if you incubate, say, 2 from this card, you can pay 5 to flip it and get a 4/4. So that also seems plausible. I think we're just taking the rare here, but I'm going to go consult DraftSim and see what it says about everything. Compare it basically with the untapped overlay that I'm seeing here. So we have what is the blue thing called? Zephyr Singer, ranked 39th best, quite strong. Herbology Instructor, ranked 144th. I thought it was a lot better. And that's what the untapped overlay says as well. But my understanding is the untapped overlay is like based on a pretty early assessment of the format and is never really revisited. So maybe since it's been out for a while, Untapped is overrating Herbology Instructor and DraftSim has got some updates on it. But I'm not sure. I don't know how these all work. There's this battle that says is a 3.5. I don't think is very good. Yeah, it's fine, it says. And how about this Vatkeeper? Vatkeeper. Yeah, it says okay. It is better. It is not as good as the Zephyr Singer, but it is the second best card here. All right, so we'll take the Zephyr Singer. Oh, Vanquish the Weak. That's right. They reprinted this. I'm sure it's been around for a long time. I know it from Zendikar Rising, but that was a reprint itself from some older set. I don't know which one. Blighted Burgeoning is a solid green card as well. One of the top commons, I think. But not worth taking over this incredible thing. All right. So, 10 minutes in, we've picked a card. At this rate, we should have a 40 card deck in no time. Norn's Inquisitor is a 2-mana 1/1 that incubates 2. And, I mean, really, things only transform into Phyrexians when they're incubator tokens. This basically says all your incubator tokens get +1/+1 when you flip them. Okay, fine. Inga Runais, I don't think is generally very good. Skyclave Aerialist. This is another one of this. There's this whole theme of creatures that you can. I think they're all creatures. Permanents, anyway. That you can transform by paying some amount of generic and 1 Phyrexian. And usually they do something when they transform in addition to becoming stronger. So this one's a 2-mana 2/1 flyer. Fine rate. And it transforms into ramp? Okay, well, I guess that's why this costs green Phyrexian. So you can draw a card, or if it's a land, you can just immediately put it onto the battlefield. Okay, seems fine. And sort of synergizes with the blue flyers theme we have, if there is such a thing as a theme with one card. What is this all about? Invasion of Eldraine. So it's a Mind Rot for 4. And then it does damage if an opponent doesn't have a lot of cards. So, I mean, it does not seem very good. Has no effect on the board. Ravenous Sailback. I think this is supposed to be decent. 5-mana 3/4. You can either give it haste or destroy an artifact or enchantment. Okay, fine. Infected Defector, 5-mana 4/3, incubate 3 when it dies? Kind of slow. Kithkin Billy Rider, a 3-mana 1/3 with double strike. There's pump spells, and, I think maybe there's some equipment theme in red-white. I'm not sure. Usually there is, right? Cyba Cryptomancer. Okay. Here's another new mechanic for the set. Backup. Most of the cards printed have backup 1, but they can have backup anything. So a creature with backup, when it enters the battlefield, puts +1/+1 counters on any creature up to its equal to its backup number. The creature targeted gains all of the thing's abilities listed below backup until end of turn. So this basically says, like, when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. That creature gains hexproof till end of turn. So this is, kind of a weird shore up, right? It counters a removal spell, basically, and leaves your creature stronger as a result. Seems fine. Thunderhead Squadron. 6-mana 3/4 flyer with Convoke. Okay. I don't know if we're Convoke is strong. I don't know if we're dying to get a 6-mana creature just yet. 7-mana 5/5 with Menace, and look at this. A backup that's not 1. Backup 2. And it has Swamp Cycling. So this is an old mechanic that I've never seen before, but there's at least one card with land cycling in each color. I don't know if there's more than one or what, but this is cycling that draws you specifically like the land that it names. So you can pay 2 mana to discard this and fetch a swamp. It's a surprisingly powerful mechanic because it like does color fixing for you. Okay. Marauding Dreadship, I hear, is also good. According to DraftSim's like person written review after playing for a week or something like that. What is this? Urn of Godfire? Apparently horrible according to Untapped. So it's a 1 mana for a thing that filters mana expensively. And then 6 mana to destroy a creature. Wow, okay, yeah, that does seem bad. And then they have gain lands. Okay, how common are these? I haven't seen people play very many of them. I imagine not that common. But I guess it is in the common slot, so there must be a decent number of them. I think I'll just take the Aerialist. It's another blue flyer. Kind of fits in well with... we don't move in any particular direction, and it is also one of the best cards in the set. I'll double check the DraftSim ratings, though, of this and the Sailback. It says Sailback is pretty bad. And it says Aerialist is pretty solid. Cool. Out of curiosity, what was I thinking of Rune Eyes? Bad. Yes, this card. So we have a blue Flyers plan so far. Daxos Blessed by the Sun. Double white. Oh, are they reprinting all the like demigods? Do we have Anax and stuff? I don't even know how you spell his damn name. Anax? Like that? I don't know. He's not... I can't find him by that spelling, so either he's not there or I spelled it wrong. So it's a 2 mana double white, toughness equal to devotion to white. One of the creatures ETB or die, you gain a life. Interesting. Okay, that seems decent. This Lancer is a 3 mana 3/3. So blue white has a Knights sub theme, or like that's if blue white has a theme, it's supposed to be Knights. But I think just like creatures in Kamigawa, the Knights theme is sort of weak, and you just like try to play blue white good stuff if you play blue white. But okay, I mean it's a 3 mana 3/3, solid, and then it has this other ability. Great. Harried Artisan. 3 mana 2/3 haste. And you can flip it to give it flying and +1/+1. Alright, seems decent. Here's this battle. Invasion of Kylum. 4 mana battle for 5. Okay, give creatures vigilance and haste. Great. When you flip it, you get 2 3/2s that like to attack with creatures. Interesting. Seems difficult. Cut Short, I believe, is quite good. It's a removal spell with Convoke, so you can kind of trick, opponents may think, oh, he doesn't have any mana available. He doesn't have any lands untapped. He can't do anything to me. And then you're like, haha, I Convoke something, right? So this is, pretty solid removal, I believe. Swordsworn Cavalier. Another Knight thing. Halo Charge Scab. Supposedly good in Dimir, from what I read. Because it's like this grindy control style deck, and this lets you recur a powerful spell. Failed Conversion, 5 mana -4/-4, Surveil 2. So you can, of course, use this to shrink a creature, but typically you'll use it to destroy a creature by shrinking it. So just like 5 mana, kill a decent sized thing, Surveil 2. Coming in hot. Okay, so it's like a smaller Furious Bellow. Searing Barb. 3 mana for 2 damage. Okay, I mean, that's not a good rate. Incubate 1 is not very big. The reason you would play this card is to like stop opponents from blocking. If you had an aggro red white or something. Overgrown Pest is supposedly pretty good. 3 mana 2/2. Draw a land or a double-faced card. I'm kind of looking at the Harried Artisan, I think. Oh no, Cut Short is probably... It doesn't say... It's a... Draft Sim says Cut Short is pretty bad, and so this thing doesn't say it's that good either, huh? It says the Lancer's okay. What do you think about this Daxos thing? Okay. Artisan? Artisan's quite good. We could try to build just like flyers as a plan, I guess. Sure. I mean, 3 mana for a 2/3 haste is okay. The flyer is like the real plan. All right. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure Red would love to have flyers. I hear Captive Weird is like one of the best cards, like one of the best uncommons. So what is it? It's a 1 mana 1/3 defender. Sure. And you can pay 4 to turn it into a 2/3 without defender and like sort of draw a card. So it's a little bit like, but not actually, a 4 mana 2/3. Sorry, 3/3. I saw a 2 there. 4 mana 3/3. Like because you could pay the 1 to summon it and then pay the Phyrexian mana with life, so you pay a total 4. 4 mana 3/3. Battlecry, draw a card. It isn't actually that. In some ways it's better, in some ways it's worse, but that's sort of close to what it's like, which is quite a good card. Sculpted Perfection. Oh, also, this is red Phyrexian mana, right? Yeah, so fits with our red card. Sort of whatever. Invasion. It's a red-black. Okay. It's a decent card, I think. We have this Vat Keeper again, which is 2 colors I don't yet have. But I think I'm happy to take the weird. I'm just looking around. Vanquish is okay. Shatter the Source. 6 mana Convoke. Kind of like removal, basically, for just about anything if you have enough mana. Reach, Trample, Forest Cycling. Blighted Burgeoning, sure. Alright, I'll take the Captive Weird. Ah, it's an invasion card. So this is... I mean, it's a draw spell that lets you eventually gain, copy spells, copy something. I think that's pretty solid, right? Yeah. Untapped agrees, 3.5 out of 5. Omen Hawker. Doesn't seem very good. Two mana flash, enchant creature. Each player mills 2 cards. Okay. So kind of a trapped in the cemetery sort of removal where you just make a creature have 0 power, hopefully. Five mana, 4/5 that turns into a 7/5 menace. Oh, geez, that's a big one. Windscarred Crag. I remember this card from Kamigawa. New art, though, of course. I guess they just reprinted all of the game lands and they have the same names but new art. Yes, that's true. I remember now. Okay, yeah, I'll take the Invasion of Vryn. Should be fun. Invasion of Xerix. So this is a battle that likes you to go wide, right? It's a tempo go wide thing. It also makes a flyer. Huh. Okay. Seems possible. Aerial Boost. 2 mana Convoke. 2/2 flying. Okay. Skywarden's a 3 mana 2/2 flyer that likes incubating. Tarkir Duneshaper, I believe, has been fantastic, right? It's a 1 mana 1/2, so you can play it early, and then once you have some more mana, you can turn it into a 4/3 trampler. Assimilate Essence. I think this is good as well. Yeah, this is one of the good blue commons. 2 mana, try to counter something, and they can pay 4 to, instead of having it countered, give you an incubate token. I forget, is Traumatic Revelation good, or is it just one of those... No, that doesn't look very good. I've never heard anyone say this card's name. It can't be very good. Portent Tracker I have heard of. It's a 2 mana 1/1 that can untap a land, so it's rampish. And it can also work on battles without having to attack them. Cute. But I think we're going to take one of the white cards. Either this Invasion of Xerix or the Tarkir Duneshaper, I guess. I'll take this battle. Flyers and tempo, you know, it seems like a nice combo of 2 things that like to hang out together. We're a little heavy on the 4s. I'd like to get some cheaper stuff. Nothing blue here. A little worrying. Oh, no, that's blue. Joyful Storm Sculptor. It's a 2/3. Huh. It makes 2 1/1 tokens to help you convoke. And when you convoke, you do damage to opponents and all their battles. That seems pretty solid. Invasion of Moag. There's a ton of these planes I've never heard of. Like, I think all these invasions are supposed to be planes, which I think means they're like places that previous Magic sets have taken place. You know, some of them I am familiar with, right? You can have Invasion of Kamigawa, like that's a real card. And the... Do we have any of our invasions? No, I don't know where the hell Vryn or Xerix is. And I believe the invasion cards, you know, somehow pay homage to those sets to do something that seems sort of relevant, you know, related to the themes they had. But I don't know most of these cards. It's just like Invasion of Gobbledygook. So this is like a very go wide green-white thing. Okay. Flitting Gorilla. 3 mana 2/2 flyer. Weird. You don't see that many flyers in black. There are some, but usually their flyers are like 7 mana 6/6s. Anyway, I don't really care about that card. Why am I reading it? There's this 1 mana equipment thing. Okay, seems pretty lame. Chomping Kavu. 4 mana 3/3 backup. Can't be blocked by small dudes. Sure. And then a bunch of just truly abysmal stuff. Okay, I'll take a red-blue card. Should be fun. We have one thing with Convoke or two? I have one. There was another one I thought of taking but didn't. Okay. Glistening Deluge. No thanks. Jury Master of the Review. Huh. Okay, I mean, a sacrifice... Red-black has some sacrifice synergies, but I don't think I'm doing that. Mirror Shield Hoplite, I believe, is solid. And, I mean... I do have red and white cards in my deck, so maybe I could cast this. I'm worried about all the blue being gone here. I'm hoping it's just a passing fad. But I believe blue is supposed to be one of the stronger colors in this format as well, so maybe the bots are drafting it heavily. Anyway, I'll take the best card. Okay, good. We wield some blue. Pick 9. I don't even remember looking at this card in my first pack. So this is from Kaldheim? Is that what the Norse-themed set was called, I think? Anyway, it doesn't seem interesting. Moment of Truth. 2 mana. Look at the top 3. Draw 1. Put 1 in your graveyard, 1 on the bottom of your deck. Okay. It's kind of a mix between Surveil and Scry with draw 1. I believe Stasis Field is perfectly playable. Turn anything into a 0/2 with no abilities. You can play around this by like bouncing it or whatever, or using it as a sacrifice or a convoke. But it's, you know, removal-ish. It's not as good as killing it. But it serves a similar purpose. We could take Vanquish the Weak or Blighted Burgeoning, but I'm just going to grab a Stasis Field. The Sailback is still here. And still not very interesting. The Infected Defector. Still okay. I'll take a Cryptomancer. I think. Here's this double white guy. I don't think we're going to have many white things. And double white is kind of hard to do. I'll take a cut short, though. Do I, like, own any knights? 0 knights. So the Cavalier's not looking that exciting. Cut short is fine. Moment of Truth is probably fine. Do I have anything to pump a double striker? Like, I'm sure I have something. I have a backup card at least. Although that's not that exciting. So no, it's just that backup ability. Still, we're looking for some more creatures, I think. And some more 3-drops. I don't think Disturbing Conversion is very good. It is flash, though, compared to Stasis Field, which is like, you know, a similar kind of enchantment-based removal, but not flash. It's going to be harder to find the right time to use this. Whereas this, I mean, is just, it's flash, but it's weaker when it's been activated. So, I don't know. I'll take the Billy Rider. Give me a 3-drop. Skywarden? Not actually that bad. Well, it's not great, though. But it's a 3-mana 2/2 flyer. Like, we're trying to make flyers happen. Invasion of Tarkir. I don't own any dragons at the moment, I don't think. Correct. So its enter the battlefield would do nothing. Oh, X+2. Okay, wow. So it's like a shock with an upside. And it turns into a 4/4 that shocks every time it attacks. That's kind of crazy. I'm not interested in this Inquisitor, I don't think. Scrappy Bruiser, 4-mana 3/4. When it attacks, another attacking creature gets bigger and gets trample. But then you have to return that creature to its owner's hand at end of combat. And then they printed this reminder text that, like, obviously isn't necessary if you understand the rules. Of course you can't return it if it's not on the battlefield. But sure, if you have space for reminder text and you want to make sure, you know, newer players don't get confused or something, go ahead. 8-mana double green trample hexproof. Not looking like it's on the menu for me. Blue-green 3/1. Oh, this is like a good card, right? It has Cascade, and any really big spells you cast also have Cascade. It's totally fine just to play this by itself, and like you get to play another card for free. I don't think we're going to want to run this. But maybe. I mean, no. I want the shock, right? Anything else here that looks better to me than a shock? Ifara's Dispersal is also pretty good, I believe. It's an annoying bounce that's very cheap and you get to surveil. Cryptomancer's okay. Tidal Terror? 6-mana island cycling. And you can give it unblockable. That's kind of cool. Okay, well, we're going to take the Invasion of Tarkir. I hope to wheel any one of these blue cards, but I think preferably the Tidal Terror. Complete the Circuit. 6-mana Convoke. Okay, we were looking for more Convoke cards. Huh. It's an instant whose effect is to do, like, nothing, but then you can cast another spell, and you copy that twice. Interesting. I mean, it belongs in red-blue, if anywhere. How am I in instants and sorceries? I have 2 instants, so it's looking pretty bad at the moment. And we have a lovely card here in Captive Weird. Here's this invasion thing. I mean, it's less bad than it was before, because we have picked up a couple of battles. How many do I have? 3. And the prowess would be cute if I could find any instants or sorceries, but somehow I can't. Shivan Branchburner, 7-mana 4/4 Convoke Flying Haste. That's quite nice. Marshal of Zhalfir. Okay, it likes knights. It's a 2-mana 2/2 that can tap things. I still have very few knights, right? I have 1 knight in the deck somewhere. Kithkin Billy Rider? Yes. I mean, I think we're taking the weird. Yeah. But I would love to wheel the branch burner. It seems so unlikely. Shatter the Source might be okay. I have, a couple things that want me to convoke, I guess. I have one card that likes convoking. This likes me to have a lot of creatures, so I still need ways to get some additional creatures on the battlefield, I guess. It's not clear whether we're in blue-red, blue-white, or Jeskai yet. I don't have that much red. I don't have that much white. I haven't gotten any clear signals, I think, about that. Maybe I've missed some. Could take the Convoke dude again. Oh, no, wait. What the hell? Someone passed an Atali? All right, I'm in red. This is top 2 in the format or something. It's insane, right? Okay, top 7 is what Draft Sim says. It's rated 5.0 out of 5 by Untapped. So it's a 7 mana trample, 7/7. That's fine. But the exciting thing is when it enters the battlefield, you find the first spell in each player's deck, and then you can cast them for free. Incredible, right? And then it's oh, by the way, you can also pay 9 mana to make it into an 11/11 indestructible trample that kills a player when it hits them. I mean, okay, it doesn't kill them because it might hit them for less than 11 because of trample. But this is insane. We're gonna have to make sure we can live long enough to cast it, but once you do, it can just win the game. Sorry to see you go, Joyful Storm Sculptor. Ooh, I would love to wheel Swiftwater Cliffs. Are you kidding me? Anyway, give me the damn game-winning dragon. Dinosaur, excuse me. 2 mana, 1/3. When it ETBs or dies, you can loot or you can put some stuff from some big things from your graveyard back into your library. This is a very slow effect. The bottom one is. It's almost for mill decks or super grindy control games. The top half, looting, is just fine. I don't think I'm getting into green anytime soon. I need to turn off all these damn card styles. I mean, I don't know. I don't have to. But okay. This is Radha from... I think these are called Multiverse Legends is the theme of, or the category of cards that these things fall into that are reprints from other sets. Reprints of legendaries, I think, from other sets. Anyway, I don't want this. Could take another Billy Rider. I mean, I want to bias towards red because I'm not cutting red now. Oh, this is... How is this different from Reckless Impulse? Isn't this the same but with a different name? Am I crazy? Let me look that up. Reckless Impulse. Exile top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. Yes, that is the same text. Weird. Still, it's fine. Coming in hot. I mean, it's a combat trick. It's sort of whatever. Thornwood Falls? No, I'm not running green. Never mind. I wanted a blue duel, but not that one. I mean, coming in hot is okay. I guess I'll just take the, weird looter because I have a really insane card to dig for. And this helps me live, not only dig for it, but live long enough to get there because it's not knock something over. It's a 1/3 defender. Not defender. I guess technically you could attack. But it's a blocker mostly. Okay. Invasion of Mercadia. 2 mana. Rummage. So it's hand size neutral when you cast it. And it helps you dig for better cards. If you can manage to flip it, you get what? A 3/3 that can turn a card in your hand into 2 1/1 tokens, and all your creatures get +1/+0 and haste until end of turn. So it's sort of like for dealing with excess lands, basically. Both halves of this card are sort of like do something with your excess lands. Okay, cool. Could be good. What is this? Rayav Mastersmith. No, I don't have enchanted or equipped stuff. And it's just a 2 mana 2/2 otherwise. Scroll Shift. 3 mana. Flicker something you control and then draw a card. Alright, fine, I guess. Insane on Etali, but I don't think you need to get that kind of value out of Etali, right? If you get Etali to resolve, you're like probably winning. Order of the Mirror. 2 mana, 2/1. Gross. But you can flip it and get a 3/3 that likes to attack? No thanks. 6 mana, 3/4 Convoke Flyer. Okay, that could be actually pretty good. Trailblazing Historian. 2 mana, 1/3 haste. You can give something else haste instead. 4 mana, 4/3 Menace. It's really good at attacking battles. Kind of fun. I don't think I'm going to have that many battles. It's just like a 4/3 Menace. It's fine. So, I think we're looking at Invasion of Mercadia or the Thunderhead Squadron. I'm inclined to take the Invasion of Mercadia. Just search for our good cards. And then we get this battle that could be useful. Scornblade Berserker. No. Better if it had Flash, by the way. This would be kind of crazy with Flash. If opponent's trying to remove your thing, you like flash this in and say, aha, I put a counter on the thing, and then I sacrifice it, and I draw a card. I guess that's not that great. You're paying a... Well, no, it's fine, because you get this card on the battlefield, and it's a piece of junk, but you can still sack it to draw a card. So you end up losing 2 cards and drawing 2 cards, which is hand size neutral, but your opponent, their removal goes against nothing, so you're costing them a card in a way. But, okay, it's a lot harder to do if you don't have Flash. This is just a way to use tokens or sacrifice payoffs or something. Huh. I'm starting to look a little bit more at this Invasion of Regatha as, like, actually pretty sweet. Now that I've picked up several battles, right? 4? And then Prowess, I mean... We have very few instants and sorceries. It's a really weird red-blue deck that's not running any of instants or sorceries. Could take a Shatter the Source instead. I don't think I want to. I think I want this Invasion of Regatha. Rona Shouldered's Faithful. We had this in... Was it the last draft? A recent draft, anyway. No, last draft was red-blue. It was the draft before that, I think, where I ran blue-black. And I think I cast this once and it immediately died. And it just, as usual, was not any good. But I always have some space in my heart for it. Coming in hot seems okay. This thing likes backup, I guess. Alright, I mean, I'm not in love with coming in hot, but it's a cheap combat trick that could do something. Phyrexian Gargantua, not going to cast that. Oh, another Harried Artisan. Don't mind if I do. Negate. No, I'll take the Artisan. Don't think I want this Bruiser, really. Oh, the Tidal Terror Wield. How nice. Another Invasion of Regatha? That might be overdoing it. Can I, like, look at all my battles? Like, it could just instantly blow up this one, for example. Or this one. Can't blow up another Regatha. Or Invasion of Tarkir, but it gets close. Could blow up Arcadia. I mean, yeah, I think this looks pretty sweet. Everything else here is sort of not great. Annihilate Essence, I think, is supposed to be pretty good. Thunderhead Squadron is fine, but I'll just take a counterspell, I guess. Creature or battle. Okay. So something worth noting about battles, by the way. They don't transform. If you're familiar with, for example, the saga creatures in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, that they like get to chapter 3 and their chapter 3 is exile this, then return it to the battlefield transformed. That's not what these do. Instead, you exile them and then you may cast it transformed. And they're all like free, so you can cast them for 0. I'm not totally sure why they chose to have you cast them, but it does make mechanical differences. For example, Counterspell can counter the back half of a battle. If you like couldn't get the front half countered in time, you can counter the back half. And there's at least one card in the format, Phyrexian Censor, that says you can't cast more than one non-Phyrexian spell per turn. And so that counts the back half of a battle. If you like have cast a spell and then you flip a battle, it's like, tough luck, you can't cast it, so the battle's just gone. It's in exile forever. Why was I talking about that? Oh, because of a counterspell. Sure. I mean, Thunderhead Squadron is okay. How much do I have that really cares about Convoke? It's basically just this, right? Do I have anything that gives me tokens to help me Convoke? Okay, I mean, this cares about being Convoked. It's looking like I can cut white, right? None of my white is that exciting. This card is meh. This card's okay. This card is meh. This card is fine. But, like, see you later, white. Let me focus on the mana. Oh, there is this, though. I kind of like this card. We could consider splashing that, although I don't have any duels. But, like, how good is it really? I don't have ways to make a bunch of, like, creature tokens, right? So this is... I mean, the way that I like to think about battles, having never played this format at all, so, you know, I could be totally wrong, is to think of them as being, like, sorceries that have the front half text with an upside, right? Sometimes you get the back half of a battle, but you have to work pretty hard to do it, and you shouldn't necessarily count on being able to do it. And you have to invest a decent amount into getting there. Right, generally speaking, if you're in a position where you can attack your opponent and get damage in without being punished, ignoring battles completely, like if I'm in a spot where I can attack you and get damage in, I'm kind of ahead, right? In games where you're not winning, you don't get to make attacks very often that deal damage to the opponent's face. And for battles, it's even more so, because the effect you get from flipping a battle is, generally speaking, worth more than the life that opponent saved, right? If you had this creature on the battlefield and opponent could pay 4 life to destroy it, they would obviously do that, right? Like almost all the time. So what that means is that the backsides of battles are generally even more important to defend, or battles are more important to defend than your life total is. And so you're even less likely to be able to get damage in against battles than you are against the opponent's face. So the back half of battle you should regard as like a special treat. And you should look at the front half as like mainly what the card does. I think, again, as someone who's never played the format. Obviously, you will get to flip some battles, but you won't get to flip all of them. And when you do, sometimes it won't matter because you were going to win anyway. An opponent can really kind of like get the best of both worlds sometimes by like, you know, maybe you have to commit a ton of attackers to a battle to make sure that some of them get in. You know, you plow 7 damage into a battle like this, for example. And they're like, all right, I just don't block it all since you're definitely getting in. And now you haven't just spent 4 damage on this, you spent 7. So it really has to be good to be worth doing that. And they are. The backsides of battles are, generally speaking, insane. Just like there's a lot of downside to activating them, and that's why I like to think of these as mostly just being their front halves. Is this really what I want to pay 4 mana for? 4 mana bounce something? Not really, right? So I think I'm okay cutting this white card. And now I don't have to deal with white anymore. But like we're in pack 2, and I've got like, you know, a bunch of cards I'm perfectly happy to play. There's some I'd happily cut, like Coming in Hot, Moment of Truth. In fact, let's just get that shit out of here. But I'd like to keep the rest, I think. Harried Artisan, I think, is maybe something I should consider cutting, just because it's like... It's like 6 mana to get a 3/4 flying haste, but you can do it over 2 turns. And like, I don't know how much we're really killing the opponent with haste creatures. Like going super aggro. So anyway, this like, it's a good card. I'm not sure how well it fits the deck. We had this Dream of Flyers, and we still do. But we also have some late game value with Etali that I'd like to just get to. Anyway, I don't know. Take the counterspell. Stop dithering. Ren's Resolve is okay. I mean, I guess I'll take the Slasher, but really I'm just passing here. Take the Island. Invasion of Fiora. Oh, this is a great card for black. 6 mana, clear the board, and it can be a one-sided board clear if you're lucky. About like if you have only legendary creatures and your opponent has only non-legendaries, or even if you have like 2 legendaries and they have no legendaries, you just wipe out all their stuff but leave the legendaries. So that's quite nice. We could take another weird, which is definitely high on my list. What the hell? Oh, Timuret. I was like, I couldn't even understand what letters were printed on that for some reason. The like weird splotchy background was confusing me, and it just did not look like English. Well, it's not, but it didn't look like Latin letters. What do you call our characters? It's like they're Latin, right? Yeah. Anyway, Timuret. This is a reprint of some kind, right? Yeah, another one of those demigods. So I think they must be reprinting all of them. There must be like an annex in there, I think. I'm not familiar with that set. I've just seen such cards. Let me look that up. Is that what are the demigod cards? Yeah, Anax is the red one. Timuret, chosen from death. That's the black one. We saw Daxos, blessed by the sun. That's the white one. Ah, so maybe this isn't actually reprinted for the format, but is only available for draft? Is that what's happening? Yes, it's from the Multiverse Legends set. It's not actually from March of the Machine. And I guess what that means is it's like available, like the draft packs for Mom include cards from Multiverse Legends. But that doesn't make them constructed legal for Multiverse for Mom. Interesting. Could take another Joyful Storm Sculptor. I really don't think I have enough Convoke to make that exciting. Like, I have the Zephyr Singer and maybe one other somewhere. I mean, making 1/1s is cool. No, I guess I don't have any other Convokes. Huh. Okay, so I might actually be cutting the one I have. It's just like a 5-mana 2/3 that comes with 2 1/1s. I had cut short, but I cut that. I see. Volcanic Spite. Top red common, I think. It's like 2 mana for a lightning strike that also rummages. Except it's rummaging to the bottom of your library instead of your graveyard, which matters if you have stuff that cares about your graveyard. So it's a little bit worse than a normal rummage. I mean, I think I take that over a third Captive Weird. Let's see what DraftSim thinks about the relative. It says Volcanic Spite is ranked 119th. Weird is ranked 201st. I mean, I think Weird is better than that, but I'll take the Lightning Strike. How many cards are in this set, by the way? 356. And that actually is including lands? There's 341, not including basic lands. Wow, DraftSim actually rates Complete the Circuit as literally the worst card in the set. That blue copy something twice that we were looking at before. Another Oracle of Tragedy would be okay. Finn the Fangbearer. This must be another Multiverse Legend. Sailback, whatever. This is like our third Vat Keeper. Kind of crazy. Assimilate Essence, pretty solid. What is this? Temporal Cleansing. 4 mana, sorcery, Convoke. And it's basically, a weird removal that... I mean, that's pretty cool. It would be a Convoke effect. It's that or another Oracle of Tragedy. I kind of like just collecting a bunch of these like 1 and 2 mana dorks. And try to make Zephyr Singer use them for Convoke, but I don't have any other Convoke effects, so I'm not sure how great that really is. How am I for removal? I have a counterspell here with Assimilate Essence. Stasis Field, Invasion of Tarkir, Volcanic Spite. So that was like 3, right? Spite, Tarkir, and Stasis Field. Yeah. So it certainly wouldn't hurt to have some more. I think I'll probably take this over Oracle of Tragedy. Tiller of Flesh. I just now realized the tiller is like... So when I hear the word tiller, in this case they're talking about the farming equipment, right? You till a farm by like running, you know, a flat thing through it to create furrows or whatever, I think is what tilling is. Like, can you till with a hoe? I'm not sure. Something like that. But a tiller... I haven't seen... You don't talk about tillers for tilling, generally. A tiller is like the thing in the back of a boat that you steer with. Are those the same word? Like, you're running a flat blade through the water to till the water to, like, steer you? I gotta look this up. Tiller, right? One that tills, a cultivator. Or a lever used to turn the rudder of a boat from side to side. Huh. And if you look at one that tills, so till is to work by plowing, sowing, and raising crops. Well, I have not answered my question. Is till related to tiller? A tiller or till is a lever used to steer a vehicle. Wikipedia. I don't know. Zhalfirin's Shapecraft. 2 mana instant. Okay, so this is like... What was that card in Kamigawa that was like this? It made something into a 4/5 and drew a card, but it cost 3? I don't remember. Now I have to look this up. In Neo, mana blue, mana value 3, type instant. Suit Up, that's right. Oh, and it actually worked on vehicles. I never realized that. So you could use it to crew a vehicle. Cute. Okay, what is this? Another invasion of Mercadia. Probably happy to take that. We have like 2 invasions of Regatha to pop our other battles easily. Protocol Knight. No thanks. Simulate Essence pretty solid, but I'll just take... I don't know. I'm going to have fun with all the new battles. You can't stop me. I don't have to play good cards if I can play fun cards. And I think it is actually decent. But I could be wrong. 2 mana 2/2 Trample Prowess. Oh yeah, this is like this sick red-blue card. You play this on turn 2, you flip it on turn 3, and it's like, see you later. Good game. It's got Ward 2 and double Prowess. The problem is, if you look at my collection of instants and sorceries, I have like none. Prowess counts battles, though, doesn't it? Yeah, non-creature spells. I have 11 non-creature spells. But you want them to be instant speed, because then Prowess is better as a combat trick, right? If you just, like, play out a sorcery and then swing, they're not that impressed. However, we do have the Branch Burner. That's one of the cards I wanted to pick up earlier, but picked something that I wanted even more. I briefly thought this said Incinerate 1, but no, it says Incubate 1, of course. Ephara's Dispersal is also a reasonable pick, but I like the idea of a giant Convoke dude. Give me more reasons to run something like this. Pay off for all these little creatures. Furnace Rains. 3 mana. Oh, it's like a 3 mana Betrayal. And it comes with a treasure if you can use it to attack a battle or a player. Okay, it does not seem very good. For this deck, anyway. Oh, Invasion of Zendikar, a great green ramp thing. And it's only got 3 counters. Kind of crazy. But the creature you get out of it is sort of whatever, right? Okay, I mean, I guess 4/4 Vigilance Haste is pretty cool, and it ramps. Alright, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't disparage it. I think we're taking the... Oh. I was going to say Afara's Dispersal, but I guess I could take another Island Cycler. I don't know. I think I want a Dispersal. It's a very cheap way to dismiss a creature that's bothering you. Well, to bounce it anyway. Blue-green. Oh, here's another one of these things. The ship? I don't think I'm really this sort of deck. What does Draft Sim think of Dreadmaw? Dread ship? Where's Dreadmaw from? Dreadmaw. What is that again? It's like a war... no. Colossal Dreadmaw, yeah. That's like the only instance of Dreadmaw that exists anywhere, I think. Why do I know this card? Ah, of course, because it's a meme. Yes. It's a 6-mana 6/6 with trample. And like it became a meme somehow. Okay, anyway. It says Marauding Dreadship is not that great. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't want this thing either. Five mana Convoke, enchant creature. Draw a card, creature gets +2/+2 and has flying. That's quite nice. Yeah, I'll just take it. No need to look around much further. Another one of these things. We already cut one. I'm not taking another. Could take a Ren's Resolve, but I think one is plenty. And I'm sort of happy to just have a million of these little dudes, where a million is 2. 3 mana 1/4 Vigilance. The 2 mana Loot effect. Okay. Well, seems a lot better than anything else here, right? Assimilate Essence is fine. Assimilate Essence again is fine. Don't think I'm going to run 3 of them, but it's an option. Another Ren's Resolve, probably not going to run 2 of them, but you know, it doesn't cost anything to pick up. Already cut one coming in hot. Let's sideboard another. Okay, well I've got my card pool finally. I have some cutting to do. I think for one thing, I just have too many battles. They look fun and like I don't know. I have this Invasion of Regatha thing to like flip them more easily, but it's probably not correct to run so many non-creatures. One thing I was not excited about is this like 4 mana 4/3 menace. It's better when it attacks battles, which it will often be able to do, but it's still a 4 mana 4/3 menace. I don't really want that too badly, I don't think. Can we cut a land? I mean, maybe? Usually you can, but this is not exactly a super low-cost deck. I think we want to get rid of like some Assimilate Essences. There's just a lot of counter spells to be running. especially with Cryptomancer. I guess is if you're running Convoke cards. That's one reason that it's like better than the Shore Up, right? I mean, okay, the main obvious reason is that it actually puts a counter on the creature that you're protecting, rather than just giving it +1/+1 till end of turn. And so it like costs one more than Shore Up does because it kind of has to. But it also it leaves behind a body that you can use to convoke stuff. That's cute. So yeah, I think 3 counterspells is too much. I think I don't really want the Stasis Field that badly. 1 Ren's Resolve is enough. Maybe 0. I don't think I need this Analyst. I do like looting when I have, an insane card to draw to, but I mean, everyone has insane cards to draw to in this format. Temporal Cleansing, I mean, more removal. But it is Convoke removal. I think the Harried Artisans can go. It's a good card, but I'm not really like rushing the opponent down with haste, I don't think. It's more about flyers, and getting that thing to fly is pretty expensive. So maybe I can find an excuse to run all my battles if I just like cut another Annihilate Essence or something. I have a decent number of Convoke abilities that I finally picked up at the end, right? I have the Branch Burner. This thing likes Convoking, but does not itself have Convoke. I have Branch Burner, Wingspan, Cleansing, that's 3, Singer is 4. And then none of this other stuff is going to be Convoke, obviously. But 4 Convoke effects, I think, is pretty good. Good enough to justify running this. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a good deck? Who can say? But I'll have fun losing, at least. Oh, is this the right color balance? I assume Arena has done a good job on it for me. That looks fine. I don't think I want to cut a land. I really want to be able to cast my 7-drop. This 7-drop. And then eventually pay 9 mana to flip it. But that probably won't be relevant. Okay, red-blue battles rather than red-blue spells. I don't think that's one of the archetypes that you're supposed to play. What is the table of contents in this draft guide? Archetypes. Is it Convoke, it says. So I have one of the big Convoke enablers. What the hell? You know what? With Invasion of Mercadia, this should be fine. I can dump this and go looking for islands. Or dump a spare mountain. Not specifically this one, but I guess I could. Opponent's down to 5. Wow. That's a sort of scary, but also obviously sort of nice. So red-white aggro, they're saying they don't need cards to beat me, they need cheap stuff. Oh, red, white, and blue, okay. So this does two. So this is my shock. This is my rummage. Okay, we rummage then. What the? Okay, this is so much equipment. My goodness. Is there anything else I want to play right now? No? Well, I could play this to loot, or I could play another invasion to loot. Oh, an invasion to rummage, I guess. Let's rummage, I guess? Because at the moment I have something I'm happy to discard. Okay. This is getting... I mean, remember, I don't have any plan to flip these, and that was what I said when I was like, oh yeah, don't forget, you know, you should treat these things as mostly being their front half. So this is nice. I can Invasion of Tarkir that now. And then do what? Draw, I guess, right? So they made it a 2/2. Okay, great. So I'm happy to kill it. Okay, that's what Auto Tap was going to do, obviously. I will reveal 0 dragons, I think. Wow, I have so much land in this deck. It's crazy. I mean, I think I just bounced this, right? Or shuffle it into their library. It's not a good creature. But... Oh, by the way, why did they play these out without creatures? That's just wrong. It's cheaper to wait to cast this until you have a creature to attach it to. Anyway, yes, this draws. This makes treasures, which I don't really want them to have. Alright, I mean, it's kind of weak, but... Oh, I guess I could bounce the... No. Just auto-pay it, please. And which am I attacking here? The dragon is crazy. The 3/3s are fine. But I can flip them earlier, more easily. This is enough mana for Etali. Let's just go for something a little easier, I guess. Jeez, this is so much land. And there's 3 in the bin. What? You know, maybe I should have actually like put a counter on this just to do something with this turn. Because next turn I'm playing Etali, right? But I guess I'll just save this as like, it's not an important creature, it is an important hexproof giver. They finally get a treasure token, incredible. Alright, let's see what we get. Yes, I choose this one. And also this one. Okay, well, that was sort of an easy one. Opponent had to mulligan down to 5 and also couldn't really do anything with the 5 they kept. They also played badly, like, a little bit, so they sort of deserve it. Like, it's... These things that automatically attach themselves are just actively bad to play when you don't have something to attach them to. Like, yes, you've developed a card onto the battlefield, but the only effect of that is that now it costs 3 to equip instead of 1. the first time you equip it on something. It wouldn't have helped them against, because my removal was... Whoa. Oh, I see. It's making that noise because there's spells on the stack. But my removal was Invasion of Tarkir, which was going to do 2 damage, and their thing didn't get any toughness buffs, so it would have worked anyway. But okay, I don't think we should assume every game is going to go like that on a number of axes, right? We should... Oh, what are my dailies? We should assume our opponents will do something. And we also shouldn't assume we're going to draw 10 lands that early. But, you know, I'm not unhappy I did. It meant I could easily cast the dinosaur, whatever his name is. This looks great. Just gonna curve out with 1-2, and then maybe, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this guy. We'll see. Could cycle him away, could not. Depends how things go. But this is a decent turn 4 play. Opponent's down to 6. Is everyone just trying to run 5 colors? Like, why is everyone having to mulligan? Am I just getting lucky here? It's a 1-1 with Death Touch. They can flip into a 3-3 with Death Touch. And that costs 4. Or 5 if they want to pay blue, which they probably won't. Ah, I can flip this for 3. I forgot. Well. I mean... It's that or like playing an Oracle of Tragedy. I don't think well, I need lands. I don't have a... Yeah, okay, let's do that, actually. I don't really want to allow them to make this trade so cheaply. I want to force them to like actually spend the mana on this before they can trade with my 3-3. What is this thing's deal? If something dies on their turn, it gets this thing gets a 1-1. Okay. I think I will do this. What else could I do this turn? I could play another Oracle and Island Cycle, or I could play an Oracle and a Weird. Playing the Oracle's kind of nice, actually. Ooh. Suddenly mana's getting a lot more exciting. Get rid of the Weird? Just keep all my mana stuff? And my removal? This costs 4. They're going to want to flip this. And then I can bounce it. Which will annoy them. I mean, I don't know. They might have something better to do. But usually flipping these things is a pretty good use of your time. Okay. there's some reason I wouldn't play that right now. I don't have any battles. I could hit them in the face with this. Or I could just flip this and not have to pay a bunch. Or not have to pay life, I should say. Oh, it's green. Okay, I have to pay anyway. Whoops. Yeah, like that. Wow, it actually auto-paid for me? That was... I thought it was going to provide me with, like, how do you want to pay? Auto-tap solution has changed, right? But... because it was really important to leave blue open, and I don't think auto-tap knows that. I think it just guessed. Because I want to be able to cast this. And it thinks it costs 3, so it doesn't care. What is this? Squee? Oh wow, like the original Squee. Just a 3-mana 2/1 that you can cast even if it's dead. Amazing. I think I'll allow this. Or maybe I'll trade with my 3/3. Sure. And they get a counter. Very cool. Good for you. I guess I just shoot him in the face to get started on flipping this. What do I get for flipping it? A 4/4. Well, with prowess. Oh, target up to 1 creature. I get to kill this. Okay, that is not bad. Now this is still going to be a 3/4 next turn. I might not attack, actually. Because I have a good blocker for it at the moment with this guy. Yeah, let's not attack. Once again, I should have checked auto tap. It tapped correctly, but I think it was a mistake again. Because I might actually want both blue. That's a little spooky. What do they need 6 mana for? It's pretty nice. They're not attacking with Squee. What? You're supposed to attack with this, right? Just let it die, get a counter on this, recast Squee. What are you doing? They have a kill spell for this? I have no idea what to play around in this format. Alright, I mean, that's fine. I still get the effect. It would be nice if I could wait until I had 9 mana to cast that, but, like, let's be real. I'm not going to do that. Because then I could flash this in and give it hexproof, but just getting the top half of Etali is good enough. Okay, the order... I mean, the order doesn't matter, right? Invasion of Tarkir is any target, right? I guess I choose this battle? This turns into a 3/3 Death Toucher, which is nice. Oh, and it wants blue, which I have. How nice. And they double topped? No. They discarded Traumatic Revelation, and then this went on top of it. Got it. Do you not know what Squee does? Weird. Okay, let's just cast this before I have to make any choices. Oh my god, I can just blow up Invasion of Tarkir with this. Incredible. Or, I mean, I could do 6 damage to their face? That seems wrong. Blue, blue, red is the right thing to leave up. Target a battle. This one. Target a creature. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So this one? It'll annoy them a little bit, I guess. And then pass. I think we have lethal coming up about now. Okay. Doesn't seem very good. But it does, like, prevent lethal, because I can't so easily kill their shit, can I? Oh, I probably can, right? Because when this attacks, I get to kill a creature. This can kill something, this can bounce something, and so I get a full swing for 12? Ah, this is another one, I guess. Don't think I need that. So we're supposed to... Ah, this gets bigger as well. So... This can kill the flyer. This can kill that, although I would rather hit them in the face. No. I have 6 mana. I want to keep some of this. This is 15 damage. Okay, we got to do some pretty gross stuff that game. I mean, opponent clearly was not an expert player by any means. Like, the squee was the only really obvious misplay that they just made over and over. It seemed like they could have made some attacks with other stuff. I don't know. Well, happy to have that go as well as it did. 2-0 is a nice start for a new format. Here's hoping for 7-0. I think I was supposed to cast the flash thing during that last combat round just to like advance my daily, because I think it's blue cards, like blue or black, which I'm obviously not casting the black ones. Oh, they should amend this text. You can attack your opponent, their planeswalkers, or your battles. Or anyway, your sieges. I don't remember, like, I don't know how much of the rules text is in battle these days and how much is in siege. Let's look that up, shall we? Open up the rules document while we wait. Battle. Rule 310, battles. You can cast a battle during the main phase. Like it was a sorcery. Its controller puts on the battlefield under their control. Okay, this looks fine. Looks great, in fact. Battle subtypes are a single word listed after a long dash, like battle siege, also called battle types. See Rule 205.3Q for the complete list of battle types, which I assume is just one right now. How do you... Each battle has a player designated as its protector. Just run this out. I don't actually know what I want to keep any... Like, I'm probably getting rid of Temporal Cleansing, or maybe this... backup dork. Although he's now a Convoker for the Singer, but he would be a 0-1 Convoke, so... I don't think I'm going to cast Cleansing anytime soon, and I want more mana for the big dinosaur dork. I could just, like, go ahead and Zephyr Singer, right? Seems better than anything else. Well, they can flip this as soon as they want. It just turns into a 3-3 and a 1-1. Seems fine. Oh, I could just play this battle and then immediately flip it with my 4 flying damage? That's kind of cool. Looks like they're not going to allow that. Not flipping. Okay, I'm not stupid enough to block here. But they're giving me the chance to be an idiot, I guess. Okay. Each battle has a player designated as a protector. Controller chooses a player to be its protector. Players may be chosen. A siege battle can be attacked by its own controller. So that's specifically... Okay, so what's rule 205.3Q? Battles have a subtype called battle. The battle type is siege. That's the only one, as we sort of thought. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna try this. And discard the 1-1 idiot. Although it is sort of tempting to keep around suddenly. You know what? Let's just discard this. No, it's decent draw. But I want this to protect my flyer and my cool dude, yeah. Just get rid of Ren's Resolve. Yikes. Oh, they just played. I didn't even look at what they did. They played another one of these. So, all of the rules text is on battles, basically. I don't think so. Okay, very happy to have drawn another land. I drew Invasion of Regatha, which... Activating this seems kind of cool, doesn't it? I could dump my Afara's Dispersal, which doesn't look very good in this game. And just swing for a ton of damage. Six in the air plus 4 or more on the ground that they can't really block. I guess this is an instant speed ability, so I could have waited until after I declared attacks, but it would be so obvious by not attacking with this what I was planning to do. Still looking for land. I got this dang dinosaur. I've been very lucky with how early I've drawn the dinosaur every game. Noided Mexican? I don't understand what that means. I was gonna say I'm just gonna do it again. I could convoke this dragon though. Oh, I do have dragons in my deck for Invasion of Tarkir. Could do a little bit more. But I think just doing this is kind of insane. I could play this if I wanted to tap 5 creatures, which would be like almost all of them. I think I'd rather attack for a trillion. This already wants to block a 2/1. I think I can actually swing with the 1/1 here. Okay, your turn. Is this deck insane? I don't know why I'm winning so much. Am I just great at piloting? It's a mystery. The flyers in the battles is a nice little synergy, right? To make sure you can flip them. I underestimated how often I'd be flipping my battles, I guess. This is a little dangerous, but I think the Oracle of Tragedy is enough excuse to like try to draw me into more lands, dump the Temporal Cleansing. And the Weird is going to help me cast the card I just drew, the Zephyr Singer. I couldn't have known that while choosing what to keep, of course, but this is now castable. If it transforms, does it get... Yeah, it keeps its counters, so it'll still be flying. Ah, are you gonna, like, Volcanic Spite this or something? That would be... a big investment in a small card. So what does this do again? It's like a draw card. I kind of love that. Draw, then discard. I'm pretty sure I'm tossing this thing. Yeah. I want lands. Well, yeah, I mean, I could get rid of this, but this is draw. And I have ways to flip battles, and the opponent isn't even doing anything. Yeah, we get rid of this one. We could consider flipping this next turn, but I think that's a bad time because I want to use Zephyr Singer soon, and giving myself the obligation to cast something else doesn't seem great. Well, this already has flying. So 1/1 when you sack a permanent. I want to flip this next turn, so like maybe it draws a land or something. Yeah. Or I don't know. If I draw a land, maybe even later than that. Ooh. Okay. A 3/4 first striker, that's pretty cool. A little too big to Volcanic Spite, sadly. Okay, I did come up with a land. Could just run out of 4/4 Flying Haster. Oh my god. Or I could run out the battle and immediately flip it and have the option to get 2 Flying Hasters. Assuming I draw a land, which I should. Might actually be better than the Aerialist, being able to protect one of these guys. Yeah, let's say I don't care that much about the Aerialist, weirdly. Target spell, so it can be a creature, for example, which is what I wanted to do with this. Don't kill anything, please. That's very important. Okay, well, whatever. I'll just wait until... I won't get to do the cool dragon copying thing this turn, but I can do it soon. Oh, I should have maybe flipped this first. Yeah, let's cast this. I will resolve it. Dump a land. I need to get to 8 mana, which, like, okay, I know I just threw away my land, but... Oh, I found something else to do. This battle, this creature. It's nice that it automatically holds control for you when you have the option to use this to copy a spell. I thought I was going to have to do that myself. Okay, good work. I hate you, but it's like not the end of the world. What are you? A 3/3... Huh. You can flip it into a 4/4... Oh, wow. That's a little scary. I might have to kill that. It might just be better to run out 2 big 4/4 dragons and flip this, right? No, I think it's important to kill this while I can. So I should flip this first, and I should have done it before I played the land. Okay, but it's fine, I guess. I don't think I really need this. I don't need this either, to be honest. What do I get to do? Draw a card? Never mind. Decline. Okay, this guy doesn't have any weird text on him, so he's just a first striker. This is just a random 9/3. Who cares? It would be nice to play this before the dragon. Could I do both this turn? I would have 2 mana and 6 creatures. Yes? But I would be taking 9 if I wanted to do that, I guess, which seems bad. Whereas I could just, like, play out the dragon. Yeah, that's gotta be better, right? This is a little scary, I guess, actually. If they can remove my 4/4 and pump something, I die? I maybe didn't think through the details of this. Holy cow. Oh, okay, it's just 1 dragon, and they tapped all their shit for it. That's fine. So I killed them now? Well, yeah, so far. Seems like I was underrating battles when I was assessing them as something you usually should only count on the front side of. I've, like, flipped 1 billion battles so far this draft. With all my flyers. And like the front sides of battles are all somewhat bad. They have to be because they have the option of like you sometimes get the backside. And they're playable, but like not the kind of cards. If they didn't have a backside, you wouldn't be drafting them. If it was just like a sorcery that said like do the front side, they're generally speaking not worth keeping. Except Invasion of Tarkir, which is just like shock, but a little bit better on the front side. And then the backside is also crazy. That 9-3, man, doesn't seem very good. If I could remember its name, I would look it up in the draft first pick order. But I don't know. I was in a little bit of danger when I attacked with almost everything, and they had a 9-3 on board. Salam Brat? Who is that supposed to be? Is that Spike? I don't know. This looks good. No, Spike is the guy who says nope, right? Maybe that's someone else? I don't know. Maybe they're both pictures of Spike, but I don't think so. Draw, then discard, yes. I sort of have enough land here. Is it the counterspell I want to get rid of, or the removal? Probably the removal. Because I already have some solid removal. Could be a land, actually. I kind of can cast all this stuff, except for the removal spell, but I'll have a few more draws before I have to do that. Yeah, okay, that choice paid off at least. This was my pick one, pack one, right? Yeah, it was. Very first card. Ooh. Well, your turn. I guess we'll just do nothing and try to counter your shit. Hopefully it's something worth countering. Yeah, definitely don't want that to happen. Hello? Could I get some spells? I could destroy my own thing to loot one. Seems very bad. Okay. Oh, they might just try to flip it now, right? No. Let's kill the 1/1, since it actually kind of does something. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this effect. I should maybe have not been playing all these lands. Lucky me. This I don't mind transforming. That one, I think. Let's get chopping away. We like double dragons. Oh, I can actually reveal a dragon and this will do 3. That's cute. I might just kill their 3/3 with that then, huh? I was thinking of using it to flip this battle a little early, but killing the 3/3 is great. Yeah, seems like a good tap. No! My mana! Oh. Rude. Well, at least they don't know I have a dragon now. Well... I guess I'll just keep working on this. There's not like a bunch of stuff I want to shuffle back in, right? It would just be Zephrisinger, so no. I really need my mana for all this stuff. Oh no. What's X? Ah! My flyer! Help! There's still not really much for this to do, right? I get back the cleansing and the Zephrisinger, but like that doesn't matter. On the other hand, what would I be drawing? I want to keep both of these so bad. Alright, let's just do this. Shuffle those back in. So I could make a 4/4 flying haste creature. By tapping this. I'm a little tempted to just like swing at the battle, but I think getting a 4/4 is kind of important. I don't know how important that battle is right now. I think I need blockers more. I mean, okay, getting up... If I could have 8 mana to copy this, that would be insane. You know what? I'll go for it. Let's pay 6 life to have this ability. I don't know, but like, am I really going to wait till I have 8 mana? It sort of depends. But I have to start using this as a blocker, that's for sure. Sure, pay full price. Hoped for a land, didn't get one. This is not doing any blocking, I suspect. Oh, this can kill the 3/1. That's quite nice. Oh, that doesn't work. I didn't read the text on the card. Oh my god. What a dummy. I think it's worth waiting for this, because now this card's gonna go away, right? Don't copy it. This creature. That's fine-ish. This makes a 4/4, which I'm happy with. Could make 2 4/4s, actually, if I wanted to pay for this. But I'm still, I think, committed to doing this. I don't know, is copying 2 random spells really better than getting a 4/4 prowess? Or casting 2 random spells from our decks? Let's say no. A 4/4 is kind of nice. And it does something now. Yes, this spell. I'll double block if they attack, so that, you know, one of them is trading directly. Okay, I'm going to have to double block, it turns out. 2 3/3s, that trades for a 5/5. I was going to make this block anyway, and now I know it goes through. That's great. Dinosaur time. Let's see what we get out of the dinosaur. That permanent, I guess. Yeah, I'll remove all your counters. Take that. So what am I blocking a 5/5 menace with? My 7/7 trample and my 5/5 seem kind of cool. Okay, they gave up. Well, good work. Are we 5-0? I guess everyone... Has Mom been in Quick Draft already before? I feel like it has. This is like its second time through? I'm not sure. I feel like maybe I'm playing against a bunch of other idiots who've never played the format before. Because they were waiting till it showed up in Quick Draft like me. Although I wasn't really waiting. I wasn't planning to play it. I just heard so many good things about it, I decided to give it a go. So far, I'm 5-0, so it's fun. Haha. Mercadia is perfect here. Yeah, this is great. I don't like the 2 mana, but I can just dump a counterspell and look for lands. Island first, so that on the off chance that they play a haste creature that I want to bounce, I can do it, I guess. This has 4, yeah, so I can play Invasion of Urgatha if I can just find a damn land. I guess I'm not going to be countering anything anytime soon. I might be able to squeeze in Afara's Dispersal. Just a 3/1. Nothing special. Oh my god. This card is insane. I target this battle and this creature, please. It's like a 3-for-1? 3.5 for 1? No. 2.5 for 1, I guess. Because this is like half a card, but it's also insane. Do I have any dragons in my hand? I don't, right? So Tarkir would not kill this. What do I need to do? I could Volcanic Spite that thing if I wanted, I guess. And then play out a weird? That seems fine. But also I don't really care about this thing. Let's just attack. And maybe I can like play a weird and island cycle or something. Yeah, because I want to play a land, right? That's obviously correct. I could actually, instead of the weird, play the Aerialist, right? Because I'll have another island. Non-creature source, right? So that includes Tarkir. So if I can flip this before I cast Tarkir, it'll do 4 damage instead of just 2. Oh, look at that. A 4/4. Oh, hell, I'm so good. Let's dump the Dispersal first. For an island. Now I can play the weird this turn. This guy can't really attack, but that's fine. Non-creature source. This is not a creature. I reveal 0 dragons. And target that. This is some transforming thing? Yeah, 5 mana to turn into a 3/3 that... Oh, okay, that's cool. Wow. Okay, that's strong. Everything in this deck is fucking nuts. I will blow up this battle, please. And target this creature, because it's... This is a non-creature source dealing damage. This isn't like lethal, is it? Probably not. Okay. So far, so good. That was pretty gross. Yeah, I drew all the battles in exactly the right order. It was kind of unbelievable. I hope I never have to play against somebody who does that. That's how you would know Mom is no fun. It's if you have to play against people who do what I do. I'm glad my first deck has gone well. It's a lot of work to start a new format. If you're not the kind of player who is really like adventuresome, which I am not. Ugh, I can't do anything with this hand. You know, I'm not gonna like dive into a brand new format unspoiled and play like 15 Premier drafts figuring out how stuff works. I want to read somebody's summary of how the format works and try to get good at it that way. And so it's just a lot of reading. Okay, this is fine. I could get rid of a mountain, I think. But as player 1, that's a little greedy. Temporal Cleansing just could go, I think. I can dump the mountain for something else with Oracle of Tragedy if it turns out I don't want it. Anyway, I don't know. So, like, I have to do a bunch of studying to, like, be prepared to play the format well. And it's just, like, a lot of work. And if it turns out to be an unfun format, that feels, disappointing. Annihilate Essence, again, doesn't seem like I'm doing anything with it. Invasion of Regatha, like, doesn't do anything until I have another battle. I guess I could dump that. Yeah, let's. Well, I don't need another land really right now. I can keep both of them. Yeah. What am I thinking? These little 2-mana dorks have been pretty good, even though they just turn into, like, 1-power flyers. That's fine. And they help me get this out more quickly. I guess, okay, I mean... Hey... Rude. I guess I just play a weird and flip a weird? No guarantee that this does what I want. Actually, I probably should have attacked first. But obviously they were never blocking. There's some danger this hits a spell I can't cast next turn, but most cards are a hit, and an island is fine. My cards! My hand! Help! Okay, fine. Creature. So I couldn't return this, not that I would want to. I think we just full swing here. If they trade the 3/3 for the 3/1 flyer, that's fine. Here you go. Ah! Ah! Well, I'm not doing so hot this game. But I'm not losing yet. Ah, stop! Oh no, it has Cascade. Oh no! Ah! Now I'm in some trouble. On the other hand, I'm kind of doing a lot of flying damage. But they have a 3/2 lifelinker and a 6/5 trampler. Yikes. It has reach! I concede! I concede! Do I concede? What the fuck? All their shit is like cartoons. Okay, we'll let them finish this out, I guess. Cause like my next card could be the dragon, and it could draw a board wipe from their deck, right? So like I haven't lost. But I'm obviously pretty sad. Oh, and it cascades. Oh my god. This card. Wow. Okay, so in a I mean, we knew this was a good card. They seem to have the right deck for it. Alright, yeah, kill me. I'll defeat a creature. Take that. That was, there were a lot of panic moments in that game. Every time they cast a spell, it was like, oh no, it's getting worse. Well, there's our daily. Anyway, I was looking at the rules to see the types, you know, to see like what's the deal with the difference between battle and siege. And they list like all of the creature types, which is just, there's a bazillion of them, but also all the planes. Are these all... I guess... Yeah, the invasion cards, although they do invade planes, they don't have plane subtypes. They're just battle siege. So, but this is a list of planes that, like, existed when there was a set that was like, you can play planes as a card. And, I don't know, most of these I've never heard of. But I think they were all, like... like sets. There were sets that took place on all these planes. Mercadia's there, for example. You know, Zendikar. So, I don't know. Bunch of planes. That's all I have to say. Fine. It's a... I mean, I love these oracles. This counterspell, I think I've cast once. It's been a little bit lackluster, but it's always something to discard, I guess. Red-white. Okay. Some aggressive stuff, presumably. I think I'll just go digging here. Don't know exactly what I'm looking for. Lands and battles, maybe? Lands and lands, that's fine, I guess. Should have attacked before playing that, just so I'd be a little afraid to block. I was planning to block anyway. So now I'm zooted up here. Nothing's getting through me. I don't think I want to let you do that. I don't really need to bounce that. It's just like some random junk. Ah, this is the one that does 2 damage. So I could kill that. Right now is sort of the time to land the Sky Storm Sculptor, though, right? I don't even know what zooted means. Is it rude to say I'm zooted up? I don't know. Okay, they are not quite tapped out. There might be some combat trick that punishes me for trying to kill that, but I'm going to try to kill it. It's actually tapped double red. I might want all that blue. I'm going to play another island. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Not that I could do anything about it. Ooh. I like that. Tap both of these and leave up blue mana. This is game ending if they can't do something about it. Okay, good. Oh my god. Attack for 8 in the air and do 4 damage to anything I want. Seems good. Okay, I mean 7-0. I guess I'm secretly a savant. I don't know what to say, guys. I didn't know if this was a good deck or what, but battles are bonkers? Is it battles? Is it convoke battles? That's the deck? Dinosaurs? Dinosaur helped a couple times, that's for sure. Never even drew this card that I can recall. Maybe once. Maybe I did draw it once. I don't remember. But I definitely didn't cast it. Cast this once, I think. Mostly I just discarded it to looting effects. All of the filtering was really important here, actually. The 2 oracles, and don't I have some more? Oh, right, the invasions of Mercadia? Yeah. I don't know. Seems good. I don't know. Ah! Is it convoke battles? Question mark? I had that one to Dex and chalk up a... Oh, it wasn't 7-0. 7-1. I did lose that game. That's right. That guy absolutely clobbered me. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.